What is up, Pisces? Welcome to your general timeless reading. These are general, so check out your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter placement on my channel, please. These are also timeless, so whenever you see this is when it's most meant for you. If you want a personal reading or Reiki session, I am a master Reiki practitioner. You can go ahead and book your session down below through my website in the description box. Also, if you want to join our Patreon family, that's where I do the monthly readings, energy shift readings, moon cycle readings, and weekly Patreon-only videos. I am also offering free 15-minute readings to all brand new Tier 3 and 4 patrons that sign up now through May 31st, 2021. So go ahead and check that out as well. All the monthly readings that I post on Patreon, I also post on Vimeo for you guys to purchase the individual monthly if you would like access to your monthly reading. Other than that, like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow, and hit that notification bell so you see when I post and when I go live. Pisces, let's get into it. Let's see what goodies we have for you. Let's do spellcasters for you guys. For Pisces, we just had Jupiter go into Pisces yesterday, so that's a very positive. I did a reading on Patreon for that energy shift, and it was amazing. It was so cool. So it's a really positive aspect for you guys. It's really generous, very loving, very expansive, higher consciousness energy. So it's a really good time to connect with yourself, connect with others, to be very giving, because whatever you put out is going to come back to you tenfold at this time. It's a really good time to listen to your intuition and your emotions versus a more logical perspective. And we're not really going to have a lot of conflict at this time either. People are going to be a lot more higher consciousness and seeing things from a higher perspective and not really wanting to be petty. They're really going to want to just squash any conflict. So it's a really good transit that we're in for your sign, okay? But let's see what's going on in Pisces. It is a timeless reading, but that just happened yesterday on the 13th, so I just wanted to mention it for you guys. Show me what I most need to see for Pisces. Chariot and the 8 of Cups. Beautiful. So we're progressing. We're moving forward. Really nice. And Judgment and the 9 of Cups. Literally progression. The 8 to the 9. Judgment, the Soul's Call, and the Chariot. So this is literally aligning with your path, which makes a lot of sense because Jupiter is home in Pisces. It's anciently ruled by Pisces. So bottom of the deck is the Sun in reverse. This kind of feels like not truly, I actually want to say aligning with your happiness. It's listening to the soul. Some of you I don't think are actually aware of what is meant for you. You might have a different idea of it and not, like, how do I say this? Like, let's say I'm meant to be an animal behaviorist, when in all reality, you're not. You're meant to be, I don't know, a chiropractor, right? Like, it's something like that. You think one thing's going to make you happy, and your soul's about to guide you on a new path. That's kind of what it feels like. And that's okay. Like, sudden change is going to be very natural right now, but that's why it's normal to listen to your intuition, your higher self. Things are about to be reworked, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And the 5 of Wands. Yeah, so this is when we stop working on something, right? I don't want to work on this anymore. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my energy. 5 of Wands in reverse. That's the card of competition, right? I don't feel like competing for this. I don't feel like fighting for it anymore because I'm not passionate about it anymore. Bottom of the deck, the World. I'm done with that cycle because something else is calling me. Something else is calling my soul. I'm walking away from one thing, 8 of Cups and the Chariot. I'm moving in a new direction because my soul, Judgment, is calling me towards something new. 9 of Cups. That resonates with me on a deep soul level. Very nice. Very nice. It doesn't have to be in regards to work. It could be a relationship. It could be, well, work, a job, right? It could be you moving somewhere. But whatever it is, you no longer want to invest your time in it because you're just not as passionate about it anymore. It doesn't resonate with you. And you're closing out that cycle. And there's the Tower, right? Tower time. Really nice. I like the Tower in reverse because it kind of tells me that some of you might already be going through this change. Let's look at... let's do crystal visions. Let's do crystal visions. For Pisces. Show me what I most need to see for Pisces, please, Spirit. Show me what I most need to see for Pisces. Show me what I most need to see for Pisces, Spirit. Show me what I most need to see for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the world for Pisces. Some of you are going to be getting into yoga, by the way. I just heard chaturanga. Just letting you know. Queen of Pentacles came out both times. The same card came out twice. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn energy, and the world is Capricorn energy. It's Saturn energy. It's the oldest earth sign of all the earth signs. It's very wise, practical energy. I love that. It's standing in your power. It's being very motherly, very nurturing, feeling very grounded and safe and secure in your decisions. I really like that. Let's look at the Chariot. Let's get one more on the world. There's something about the world that's really calling me right now. Let's get one more on the world. King of Swords in reverse. Okay. Your decision making from the feminine energy is feeling very safe and secure. If you're associated with the King of Swords as a separate energy, as another individual, this is who you're leaving behind, right? This is who we're letting go of, is a King of Swords. So it could be a relationship we're walking away from. It feels like another person. I was gonna say it's your masculine energy. It feels like another person though. Let's look at the Eight of Cups first. Yeah, the world. Okay, it's another person. That's just validation for me as a reader that the channel message is correct. Because that's why I want to look at the Eight of Cups. I want to see what we're walking away from, the world, indicative of the King of Swords. Very, very nice. Okay, so as I lose my voice, let's go ahead and let's get another on the Eight of Cups. I want to see why this is ending. Not that it's like necessary for us to know, because sometimes we just gotta accept that things gotta end. Yeah, I think that's kind of what this is. Okay, let's look at the Chariot. Let's do Eight of Cups. It's really calling me. Yep, there it is. Eight of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so this was keeping you trapped and bound from actually achieving your own Nine of Cups, your own hope and wish fulfillment. It was keeping you from seeing what your true happiness was. That's what was going on here. Very nice. You have the Nine of Cups twice though. Let's look at the Nine of Cups now. Let's see what is your hope and wish fulfillment. Okay, I just heard freedom and they showed me horses, which are indicative of freedom for me. And now there's a Chariot with horses in it. Okay, so very nice. It came out in reverse, but that tells me that there was delays in making this decision to actually leave this connection or leave the situation. The connection does not have to be romantic. It could be a living situation where you felt very bound or tied to this individual out of a sense of obligation. It could be okay, some of you, it was like a sibling. Some of you was like a family situation where you were living with somebody to help them financially in a sense. The Chariot in reverse tells me that achieving your own hope and wish fulfillment was delayed. This feels like self-sacrifice energy kind of. Yeah, Six of Pentacles in reverse. There was an imbalance of what was being given and taken in this relationship, this connection. Let's look at the Chariot. That's funny, they showed me horses and then we get the Chariot, which has horses in it. Yeah, the Moon. Okay, so you didn't know when this was going to happen. The Moon speaks to illusions, but also speaks to what's unknown, what's not seen. The Moon is also your card. It's Pisces energy, divine feminine energy for me as a reader as well. Secondary to the Empress, obviously. Let's look at the Moon. I just heard colossal. No, Colosseum. I was like, what do you mean by colossal? Colosseum. I was like, what is that? Colosseum. So for some reason that actually reminds me of the church, like an institution. Doesn't necessarily have to be the church. It could just be an institution. Some of you, this is like not religion, but like it could be religion, but it's like spirituality, connecting with your divine feminine, connecting with your authentic truth. I don't take the moon as you not seeing it, but I feel like it was the struggle to try to figure out the direction you wanted to go in, try to figure out who you wanted to be, how you were going to get out of this situation with this person, right? I feel like that was a struggle at some point to actually speak your truth to that person so you could do what you wanted to do, right? And it kind of feels like there's a little bit of like smoke screens, like how do I tiptoe around this conversation? And eventually you were just like, I gotta do it. So let's look at judgment, because I feel like this is like, nah, I just gotta do this now. Nah, I just gotta do this now. Queen of Swords, pretty blunt, pretty direct, straight to the point. I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna mean it. Libra energy. Yeah. So we had a karmic, okay, so when I have a true pair, but one's upright and one's reverse, it could be karmic partnerships for me as a reader, but it could also simply be just a soulmate connection that no longer resonates. It could be a connection that's imbalanced, and we did have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. That's more so what this feels like to me. It just feels like a connection that no longer resonates, that you've outgrown. I feel like you two are just parting ways. It doesn't feel as if it's toxic. Now, it's a general reading, so everybody's situation is going to be different. So if your situation was toxic, that is for you. I'm not negating that. But it is a general reading for the collective. So there's thousands of people watching these videos, right? So it's like a judgment. But this queen's definitely speaking your truth and saying, listen, it's at the point where I just have to be blunt. I got to do this for me because this is no longer resonating with me. I'm not passionate about building this or fighting for this anymore or being in this situation. It's not something that's going to lead to something stable, because the 8 leads to the 10 of Pentacles, and that's going to build the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So let's look at the 8 of Pentacles. Actually, I want to look at judgment. I want to see where your soul's pulling you to. Knight of Swords in reverse. I don't know why this feels like betrayals with the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this feels like arguments now with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. This does feel like arguments. That's a very like blunt, very cutting communication. Ace of Wands and the Hangman. Okay, yeah, because you're bringing up how you want a new cycle, how you want things to change. You're bringing up your new perspective, how you no longer want to stay in limbo or the in-between. Yeah, so this might be a really difficult conversation for some of you. 4 of Cups, yeah, because you're not emotionally satisfied. Bottom of the deck. Let's look at 8 of Pentacles. Yep, 9 of Pentacles. There's a progression, 4 of Swords, Ace of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Very nice. Okay, so on the 8 of Pentacles, which you're no longer investing in this contract with this individual because you're choosing to invest in self, right? And you know that there's a need to start working on self-care. 4 of Swords, which is kind of like that hermit energy. It's the minor arcana version of the hermit. The retracting, pulling back into oneself, practicing self-care. Ace of Cups, right? Practicing self-love, going through your meditation, your affirmations, your gratitude, your present tense affirmations. 7 of Pentacles, it's planting seeds for the future and kind of waiting for them to grow. It's not seeing the progression quite yet, but it's kind of like, I planted the seeds, now what? It's feeling like a failure in a sense as well with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. It's kind of like, I can't believe I wasted so much time in this situation. If that's your mindset, please don't beat yourself up. This played out in divine right time. This played out exactly how it was supposed to, and you're walking away when you need to walk away. Be grateful for the, not like I'm telling you what to do, but I'm just saying, when you're in a frequency of gratitude for the experiences you have with people, regardless of how painful they are, it helps you not only become stronger, wiser, and more resilient, but it helps you step into a higher frequency of your higher self, because you understand that every individual, you and the person you are dealing with, are all reflections of your own inner self. So the way that they speak and treat you is a reflection of wounds within them, right? And you two are ping-ponging back and forth what's going on internally with the miscommunication, trauma, or any distortion that's going on in the connection. And it's bringing that to light. So I know that's very hard at times and very difficult, because been there, right? But when you can shift into that perspective, it does help the healing process, and it also helps you integrate aspects of your shadow, okay? So if you're seeing it as, this was a waste of time, this was a failure, try to help yourself by not perpetuating a low vibrational thought process, because that's also going to increase your stress and your anxiety levels, and you don't deserve to do that to yourself. So let's look at the 5 of Wands. You deserve peace. And so saying affirmations like, I deserve peace. I deserve happiness. I deserve joy. I'm not going to give my energy to situations that cause me stress. I allow stress and anxieties to pass with ease. I have the strength and resilience to overcome all obstacles that are in my way, that are coming my way, that are presented to me, right? However you'd like to word it. Let's look at the Five of Wands. So this is releasing the drama. Yep, Ten of Wands. Bye, drama. No longer dealing with it. I'll take the two that were on the top because they're really calling me. Yep, King of Cups in reverse. Bye, King of Cups and Justice. Yep, finding my balance. I'm balancing my self-care. I'm balancing my life. I'm balancing my work. I'm balancing everything because I'm done with the drama. I'm leaving this person behind. No more. Yeah, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that that individual's toxic as an individual. They just have a lot of shadow work to do. And they're on a part of their own path. They're probably going through a dark night of the soul. It does not mean that this individual is toxic. The best thing that we can do is hold space for them and say, okay, they obviously have a lot of healing that they still need to do. Just at one point in my life, I had a lot of healing to do, and I might have been toxic to somebody, right? It's understanding that we all hit that point at a different point on our path, and that's okay, okay? So not making excuses for this individual at all, because everybody's situation is going to be way different, right? It's a very general reading, but I have a feeling some of you are dealing with really, really difficult situations, and being someone who's been in abusive situations, I can only imagine how traumatic some of these situations are. So please try to be mindful of how you are perceiving this waste of time or failure, and shift your mindset for the benefit of yourself and your own stress levels and your own anxiety into something that is more empowering and beneficial for your mental, emotional, and physical state, okay? But Pisces, this is what I have for you. It's very positive. It's closing out something that is basically halting you from stepping into a very empowering energy, okay? So it's very, very good. But I love you. I wish you guys the best. Like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. Hit that notification bell. Check out Patreon, Vimeo, especially if you want a free 15-minute reading from Patreon. And if you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, book it down below through my website. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.